My brother Yitzi wants to know. He said the kuntras on ants. Where can he find it?
You can find it. I have it in my notes. I could email it. It's in Hebrew, or I could actually give the share.
Maybe both.
Yeah, both. Actually, Chaim Shnayim.
So maybe we could. Should we upload? It's not ready for the public dissemination yet. Is that?
No, it's around 6 pages in Hebrew, handwritten in Hebrew. I could. If someone wants a copy, I'll send them a copy. It's handwritten. I scanned it in the computer.
Where can they email you? What do you have a Gmail or Rabbi Blond?
Yeah.
What is it?
My email.
What is it again?
MosheYBlond@gmail.
BLOND.
Yeah.
MOSHEY blond@gmail.com.
Yeah. No, BLOND. Yeah.
And then also you have Torah on the website, right?
Website?
Hold on.
Yeah. Which website?
RabbiBlond.com.
RabbiBlond.com. All the older stuff is there.
Older stuff.
We went through a period of 3 years where there was nothing put up, and then now everything is on the YouTube channel. Rabbi Blond. But
RabbiBlond.com.
Another reason, by the way, for why women are involved with challah, the Rambam says they're usually around the house more. That's also
what was the question for the people that didn't see this?
Why they do challah?
Why they mafresh challah? Or why is it their mitzvah?
Yeah, why is it their mitzvah? We know that they have 3 mitzvahs that they're involved with: nida, challah, and ner, right? Which are chana. Chana, the ches is challah, the nun is ner, and the hey is habakas ner. The hey is nida. The nun is nida, not ner. The hey is habakas ner. So it stands for, because the Gemara in Brachos says that, I think it's Lamed Hey says that. She was saying, why am I barren? Did I transgress any of these? Because it says Ashosha.
Oh, that's the word that you used. You said transgress in your.
Transgress?
Remember yesterday I said that.
Word.
Yeah.
It says that for 3 sins a woman could chas v'shalom die during childbirth. Shlosh averos nashim esim b'shas adoshem. Al shein zehirus b'nida b'chalu b'havakas haner. Second parak of Shabbos. So. Why specifically those 3 mitzvahs are there for? We understand nida. Right? Chala ner, the Rambam says it's because women are typically found in the house. So you're going to separate the chala, they're going to light the candle, whatever. Oil, preferably.
But the men are chiv, their mitzvah is achilas chala, to eat the chala.
Yeah, for sure, that's also on women.
Oh, yeah.
But keep in mind also that it says nida chala, halakas haner, because Rabbi Akiva Eger is medayik based on the Tikuni Zohar, which is also quoted by the Mishnah Berurah in Siman Reish Amach Gimel, which is that specifically the lighting of the ner the women do, but the hachanas, the tikkun haner, we fix it for them. We get it ready for them.
So it's on the men.
Yeah. It's good that the men should do it. I actually do it every week, of course.
You do? Thursday night or Friday?
No. Better do it every Shabbos.
Thursday night, Erev Shabbos also.
It is, but halachically, as we discussed in Siman 260, 250, it's all on the Shabbos playlist over there, 262, the main hachanas are done on the actual eve of Shabbos. If it's a Shas at the Chag pressing scenario, you can't do it the next day, you do it the night before.
Playlist?
There's a lot to do.
What playlist? YouTube?
Yeah, Shabbos playlist.
By Moshe Yosef
You
Blond.
gotta know, there's a lot to do. People, you cut your nails, you see. You know, someone's keeping Shulchan Aruch, they cut their nails on Erev Shabbos. Just the fingernails.
There's also an order, right?
Yeah, the order we discussed. You do left first, you do this. Then you go right, this. This. That's the order. Yeah, significance behind the order.
Doesn't make a difference, the order.
The toenails shouldn't be cut on the same day as the regular nails.
What do you think the deeper, like that it's so specific as to why would the order matter?
Hashem wants to give us a lot of rewards. So even the small acts that we're going to do anyways, there's a way to do it. Why? You'll think about mitzvahs, you'll think about Hashem more, and you'll get rewarded for it. Specifically when it comes to the order of nails, there's a lot of Kabbalistic ideas over there also. But we put our shoes on the right first, etc. Everything we do, there's a way to do it. So, there's a lot to do. Shaving Erev Shabbos. And with all the kids, you know how many nails I cut? I do the cutting of the nails in our house. Talking 50 nails a week. It's gonna go up to 60 soon, Mitzvah Hashem.
Slachas.
That's all Erev Shabbos. You know how long it takes to cut 50 nails? A good 10 minutes. I'm pretty quick. 5th generation New Yorker, but it takes time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So yesterday,
Yeah.
we were talking about the creeping things, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to eat them, right? So now the
Not
Gemara,
allowed to eat them.
you're not allowed to
I
eat
don't like the
them.
word supposed.
You're right.
It's prohibited to eat them.
It's mamish asr, it's transgression.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Gemara is going to digress. We're here on Tes Zayin Amid Beis. Even though yesterday's video says Makkos 17b.
That's a mistake. It's 16.
16, maybe it says 16. I'm sorry, it says 16b.
You can always change it.
Oh, I can always change it, right? Taka. Maybe I miswrote the videos, but I have to look. Anyways, this is also going to be 16b.
Well, then you gotta do P2.
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 P1 and P2.
Yeah.
So the Gemara is now going to discuss other disgusting practices that also fall under, what's the pasuk? Al
Altashaksu?
Leisa Shaksu.
Yeah. It's typically referred to as Baltashaksu.
Balta
The
Shaksu.
famous Baltashaksu is holding in when a person has to go to the facilities.
Amar Rav Achai.
Yeah.
Rav Moshe Yosef Blond. Hamishaha es nikavav.
Yeah.
Nikavav, as we know, is nikavim.
Holes.
In Asher Yatza.
Chalulim. There's different types of holes in the body. External
Do you
and
say
internal.
afilu sha'achas?
No, I don't. Because the Mishnah Berurah, as we discussed 14 years ago in the Chabur's and Mishnah Berurah, not mistaken, Siman Hey, Vav, right around there, Mishnah Berurah says not to.
It says not to say it.
Yeah.
Why? Because even for 1 second, someone could.
I don't even know if the Mishnah Berurah explains why, but I'm sure if you look at those, the Mishnah Berurah will explain why. Off the top man, I'm not sure, but I know that he says not to. That's
So he has. Someone is holding back his bodily functions. He has to urinate or defecate.
The question is it for both or just for one? It's not
And
so simple.
see the Shulchan Aruch Harav,
Both, yeah.
Aruch Chaim 311 regarding how strong the urge must be to be governed by this teaching.
311.
It says Aruch Chaim 3:11.
3. No. Siman Gimel Sif Yod Aleph.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Siman Gimel. Yeah. It's disgusting.
So how strong does it have to be? Because sometimes someone has to go very badly.
Yeah.
Sometimes someone, if he holds it in, he'll forget about it in a minute.
Yeah. We should point out also a lot of the halachas of Baal Tashaksu are in Siman Sadi Beis Hilchos Tefillah. Very important. There are halachas over there.
So now let us stand in front of the king.
The first one I said.
Yeah, having.
There's a lot of shilas that come up if you're in the middle of Shema, the brachas of Shema Esrei, and you really have to go. So you gotta know what to do. Let's say you're giving a shir. Imagine you're giving a shir publicly in front of 50 people. You'll have to go. The Gemara talks about someone.
Tichad Tzibura.
100%. The Gemara talks about a Talmud. He was sitting in the shir and he didn't want to go in the middle. It's rude to get up in the middle. He became sterile. He was unable to have children as a result.
Gotta be careful.
You don't want to play with fire, right? Yeah.
Over mishum loy tishahaktu. He's over the Aveda of loy tishahaktu. Amar Rav Bibi bar Abaye. Rav Bibi, the son of Abaye.
Should be pointed out if you hold in flatulating, the Mishnah Berurah says there's no problem with that. Okay?
It's only the passing of feces.
Feces also, but probably urine. Additionally, if you're holding in urine, there's another pasuk that the Gemara over here doesn't quote, but it's in Maseches Bechoros on Mem Dalud that says Lo Yeh Becha Akar.
What does that mean?
That means that could cause you to not have children. If a person
barren.
holds in, not going. That is not good. So you got to be careful with this stuff over here. Question is, this is Daraisa or Darabanan? So the Ritva and the Meiri seem to say it's rabbinic in nature, it's based on this pasuk. However, the Smag holds that this is a full-fledged prohibition from the Torah as well as the Smak.
You're translating the Hebrew.
This is what they say in the footnotes of the Mesivta. Is what they quote.
Mesivtas.
Gemara.
Rabbeinu Chaim Berlin.
Yeah.
Amar Rav Bibi bar Abaye. This is the actual Abaye, the famous Abaye. You think this was his son?
Wait, hold on. Before that, one more thing.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Is that if you are in an area that is not a private area, you don't just pull down your pants and go.
Oh, because you have a mitzvah.
You gotta hold it in, right? You gotta wait because of Kavod
Abrius.
And Simon Gimel Sivkot Lamed Aleph says that. Also, there's a heter.
This is right up your alley. This is halacha.
Oh yeah, this is my halacha expertise or chaim. So, but there's a very important heter that the Bear Halacha over there says in Simon Sadi Beis. They don't quote. This is for the big boys. That very few learn this because it's the long Bear Halacha over there, and hopefully few who's gonna learn that. But and some people, he says that if a person is engrossed in the middle of an in-depth topic that they're learning, and by them having to go to the bathroom, it's going to cause them 10 minutes to get back to where they were, they could finish what they're doing, and then they could go. He gives that.
Say that again, I was spacing out.
Yeah, he says if a person's in the middle of learning something, and if they're going to go to the bathroom, it's going to take them 10 minutes to get back to where they were, they could finish what they're doing. He also talks about other...
How long?
Yeah, it's specified.
Not if it's like 3 hours, right?
No.
Saying, if they're close to finishing.
Couple minutes, whatever. That's where it comes from for a shiur also. But these halachas are no joke, and it talks about also in the third pair of brachos. If someone davens when they really, really have to go, the davening doesn't count at all. It's an abomination. So there's something.
But even if someone's driving and they're not, let's say, basic in a mitzvah or about to daven,
right? If they really have to go, they have to know because it could be psychological warfare. Your mind's telling you really have to go. Really, you don't have to go that badly.
Right.
So you got to know your situation.
Got to know yourself.
You got to also Ezehu Chacham Haroya Sanola. It says in Talmud Lamed Beis that you have to foresee if you're gonna go on a trip. Okay, you got to go before you go on the trip.
Maybe I'll do the thumbnail, the photo from the office, the painting we made. I'll do that as the thumbnail today.
Yeah, the opening shiur in your office is gonna be on that.
Yeah.
How long could we talk about that pasuk? That Gemara, that line. You usually say Zehu Chacham. People say Alomim Mikol Adam. Right, but wrong. Don't forget about Talmud.
Is there two? Ezu
Chacham.
Then there's Ezu Gibar, right?
Mikol Adam. Ezu Gibar Kodesh Yisrael, fourth parak Avos.
And then there's Ezehu Usher.
Ezu Hasamech Lechalko. Famous mission there.
It's from a song, the TYH Boys song.
I don't know that one. Anyways, okay.
Haiman deshase bekarna de umna. Rabbi Barabaya says, if a person drinks water or some other beverage from the tube of a bloodletter, which is absolutely disgusting, and we know that this tube was used to draw blood from an animal or a person, ka'avar mishum loy tishaktsu.
Yeah.
He's over on loy tishaktsu. Not necessarily that Rav Achai disagrees. He's just saying.
No, he's saying another halacha. This is probably a Abai, by the way, the actual Abai. They used the blood that they thought that it was healthy. We still do a little bit. They call it acupuncture, I think. Something like that. Yeah.
Acupuncture, they're not necessarily use their blood lead. It's more of like pins poking. Yeah.
By the way, but Pam Zatzel says that it's Kiddush Hashem for Ben Torah to be articulate. When a person speaks, to know. He had a very thick European accent. When he came, he worked on it.
Who said this?
Rav Pam Zatzel, Torah Das.
He had a very gentle way of speaking.
Oh, he was very gentle. I went to his biography cover to cover. Excellent. Everyone should do it.
Very. Oh, he says eloquent because, and imagine it's you're representing everyone.
Yeah.
That if you have to be able to articulate your thoughts and come across polished.
That way it could be transmitted properly. Cover the Torah also. Sure.
It's interesting because Rabbi Victor Miller was much tougher in his words versus
tougher, but he used nice words.
No, they equally both use words. But growing up, for a kid who's 8 years old, Rabbi Victor Miller, like when you see the picture, you don't necessarily, you don't know who's who necessarily. But as you grow older, they had very different approaches to, Victor Miller, very. Says it as it is. Like you ever read the booklets? Yeah. You don't usually hear that anymore.
I don't do the booklets, but I have half a dozen of these material.
Yeah.
It's fine. Or more, half a dozen. because you're talking about his Chovas Halavavos. You ever learn Chovas Halavavos yet? Must read.
Don't remember.
Must read. The most famous is the Shar Bitachon. That's
Yeah.
Rabbi Witkin Miller's commentary on it. It's around 400 pages. Excellent material. Excellent.
Rav Pam was nifter, I think in August, I could be wrong, but August 2001.
Okay.
On a Thursday.
Okay.
I believe. Back then, 2001, no one really had a cell phone. It was in the summer, right? August 2001.
Okay.
So it was during Color War in Camp Romimu.
Yeah.
They announced the winner, meaning, let's say Rav Pam was nifter in the afternoon. No one knew, no one heard. And then they announced the winner, and everyone's in Color War mode or whatever it is, and they announced the winner, the team cheers, whatever, and then maybe the learning director got on the mic and he says, okay, Color War's over, now it's a time for Avelis. Rav Pam was nifter. Rabbi Witkin was in camp that summer. He was in Romu, and he went outside the hall, and he started crying on the bench. I remember. I think I reminded him one time about that. He was Shmuel Witkin. He was probably in his upper teens maybe at the time. But that's what I remember. Also his smile, or Pam's smile, very warm. Yeah.
He's all right, coming over.
Player Vidas.
He's big.
He's the Rosh Hashiva there now, yeah?
Yeah, he's the Rav.
You ever spoke to him?
Good imagine. No, but I used to listen to Shirim on Your Day in Ebenezer. Excellent.
Okay, the Gemara is going to return to the Isser against eating things that are creeping. Amar Rava bar Rav Huna. Rava bar Rav Huna said, Risek Tisha Nemalim. If one mashed 9 ants that combined to be just less than a kazayas.
So the idea over here is that there's something called a barrier, which means a complete entity. That has incredible significance in halacha. It's a full entity. For example, if a person eats a grape, do you make a bracha achrona?
No.
Right. So according to the Yerushalmi, you do. Why? Because it's a whole entity. That's why the Shulchan Aruch, if I'm not mistaken, in Simon Reish Yud says you should be careful not to have one full grape that's less than the size of the kazayas. Rather, cut in half first, so it's not a full entity.
Meaning, eating a full grape is different potentially than eating 2 half grapes.
Correct, exactly.
Of different grapes.
Right, so it's the same thing when it comes to bugs.
Does that mean eating it in one swallow or eating it just in one sitting?
Yeah, so you could bite it and bring it in half, so then that could also not have the status of full. So it's the same thing with bugs. If a person eats 2 half ants, it's not as bad as eating a full ant. So that's what this guy's doing over here. He's grinding, he's crushing 9 of them.
Who wants to eat ants?
A lot of people.
One thing I could see bacon or something.
Shitascha, it's a great item because it comes in plenty.
That is true. If those listening to yesterday's share know the ants are, I believe, the most populated creature, I should say. Yeah. And he brought one and added to it one that was live. And therefore, now he has a complete total of a kazayas. And then he eats the entire thing, the 9 mashed and the 1 live. Absolutely gross. Loikeshesh. He gets 6 separate, I forgot to look it up. He is over 6 separate lashing penalties. Chomesh mishum bria, 5 because of bria. Ve'echon mishum kizayas nevela, and 1 for nevela. So the 5 is because he ate that one that was whole. Interesting. It's not a din in the fact that it's chai. It's a din that it's whole, right? Why does the Gemara say chai? I guess it's just that there was no damage to it, essentially.
Well, that's the nevela business.
Oh.
It died when he was chewing it, and that will go to the kizayas of the nevela, so to say. It's a funny terminology to use it as a nevela, because
says over
usually
here.
It's only when there's shchit involved. You
Yeah.
can't do shchit on an ant, so it's a funny. That's what they were saying?
Yeah, it says, according to Tosfos,
Yeah.
the Isser against eating nevela applies to the carcasses of kosher and non-kosher animals alike. The Meiri, however, asserts that the Isser against the veil applies exclusively to the animals that died without Shechita, and the Gemara here uses the term nevela in a borrowed sense to mean the meat of a non-kosher animal. Rashi comments that the live ant died when he swallowed it. Otherwise, hold on. It says otherwise the Gemara would not say that it violates the Isser of nevela. It is apparent then that Rashi understood the Gemara's term chai here to mean literally alive. Now, it is evident from other places that the stringency of Bria applies even if the creature is dead. Why then would Rava bar Rav Huna insist that the whole ant be brought alive? Why would his ruling not apply equally if it was dead? Tosfos explains that by live, Rava bar Rav Huna means only intact. But Rashi clearly takes the expression live here literally. Some suggest that a dead ant disintegrates rapidly to the point that it can no longer be considered a fully intact Bria. Therefore, the Gemara, as understood by Rashi, chose the example of one who brings a live ant so that it is certainly a fully intact Bria. Okay, so there you go.
Could depend on the size of the ant. Some are big enough. It's also Rabbi Witkin and the Gilanish has comments on that Rashi. Okay, just don't do this, that's all.
So Tosfos asks, why do you need 5 mashed and 1 alive? Why can't you just have 6 mashed that equal a kazayas? Tosfos answers that when the Torah
He has 9 over here.
I'm sorry. Why can't you just have the kazayas be comprised of, let's say, 10 ants?
Yeah.
When Tosfos answer, when the Torah asks the consumption of a particular item, let's say a mouse, then consumption of a complete item is meant unless the Torah specifically uses the expression achila, which means a kazayas, which signifies even a kazayas of a larger item. Accordingly, when the Torah prohibits the consumption of a sheretz, the whole sheretz is meant, except where the Torah uses the term of achila. But those isurim in which the Torah does not specifically use the term achila, you're violated by only by the consumption of an intact sheretz. Since 3 of the 5 isurim against eating ants are not specifically expressed with achila, the Gemara must assert that at least one of the insects in the kazayas has remained intact in order to construct the case of 6 penalties. Okay, so now we have a case. Okay, Rava Amar. Rava Amar, afilu shnayim v'hu. Rava said in the name. Mesiras Hashas changed it to Rabba. Rabba says in the name of Rabbi Witkin, afilu shnayim, even when the kazayas is composed not of 9 ants.
The Makkos to Siyunim changes it, right?
It says Mesiras Hashas.
It's a mistake. Mesiras Hashas just cites the location and the source. Okay, carry on. Mesiras Hashas is up there.
Yeah,
they quote the source. The Makkos to Siyunim. They make the changes.
It says Tzorach Loimer Rabba.
Yeah, that's the Makkos.
Mesiras Hashas.
Okay, maybe in the art school.
Doesn't say who.
Okay. Yeah, the Gilliam they say. Okay.
So Rava says that even if when the kazayas' volume is composed not of 9, but of 2 mashed ants plus that intact one, meaning you don't
need less ants.
Yeah, you don't need as many ants.
No.
Zakr Rabbi Yosef, afilu echad, even when it's 1 mashed ant.
Echad vihu, yeah.
Echad vihu, 1 plus 1, the live 1.
Yeah.
V'lei pligi. I mean, it's not 1 plus 1 is 2. It's that 1 is for the 5 and then 1 is for the nevela.
Yeah.
V'lei pligi. Rabbi Yochanan and Rabbi Yosef
okay, that's exactly
do
what I
not
was saying before,
disagree.
Yeah.
Rather, ha b'rav revei v'ha b'zutre. This example refers to a large ant, of which 2 or 3 compose of an Allah's volume, and this refers to small ants, in which 10 are necessary.
A lot of different types of ants out there. Different sizes. Actually have in the Central Park Zoo in the indoor exhibit.
Oh, maybe.
When you walk into the left, they have a special ant exhibit there. They have ants within the exhibit.
Yeah?
Yeah, the indoor exhibit. Right there. You walk in on the left right after the eating section.
Uh-huh. So how does this work? So 1 and 1,
yeah,
they're large ants?
Yeah. And you get
And
to
therefore
kazayas.
it makes a
Kazayas
kazayas?
are pretty big. Size of
No,
an
and then
olive.
a kazayas means that you're over how many? 5?
That's what we said before, right? 6.
Uh-huh.
Right?
5 plus the nevela.
Yeah.
If someone eats 10 mashed ants, then you're not over on nevela. You're just over on the kazayas that you ate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's different size ants. You ever see the big ones versus the baby ones? You think they taste
Either
like
way,
anything?
it's a problem, though.
You think they taste like anything?
Yeah, of course. Either way, it's a problem, though. It's not just ants, it's all these bugs. Anything.
Grasshoppers are kosher.
For us, they're not.
What?
You have to have a Messiah. If I'm not mistaken, you have to look in your daya. It's Siman Pei Gimel or Pei Dalid. Hilchos Chagavim, where it talks about grasshoppers. If you look at the Kaf HaChaim over there, Kaf HaChaim says that certain Sfardim eat them because they have a Messiah. We don't have a Messiah. We have to have a tradition to eat them. We don't.
What about
Yemenites,
giraffes?
I think, eat them. Same thing. We don't have a Messiah, that's why we don't eat them.
But it's possible they could be kosher if back in the day? Or?
People, this is actually, we're talking about Rabbi Shah Reisman. I listened to, he said on one of the shirim on your day, that it's not that the giraffe is we don't know where the shechit is. That's ridiculous. Of course we do, it's easy because the neck is so long. That's why we don't have a Messiah. That's why certain Hasidim don't eat turkey. If you look in the Darchei Tshuva, he talks about that because they don't have a Messiah tradition on it.
No turkey.
Yeah.
Hoidu. Of course.
You ever see a turkey?
Yeah, big.
Go to the Bronx Zoo, the children's zoo, they have turkeys walking around.
You know what's more delicious than turkey? Duck.
Well, duck's more expensive.
That's why, because it's more delicious.
Not necessarily just because something more expensive, it's better, but usually it is the case, but it's also personal preference. Some like chocolate, some like vanilla.
I remember
Some
Aaron's
like-
Casino Farms, maybe
In Queens.
14, 15 years ago,
Yeah.
had a sale on geese.
Geese, yeah.
We're selling geese.
Yeah.
Got geese.
Yeah. All these things, they're good.
What about,
The best though is the good cut of meat. Skirt steak.
skirt steak?
What do they call it? The tomahawk.
What about a tenderloin? That's the back, right? Those are the not kosher ones.
Yeah.
That's the back half of the cow. You get rid of it, right?
Yeah.
A lot of good cuts.
Shechita.
Got a lot of, but some Sfardim eat like certain cuts that Ashkenazim don't eat
Could be.
because they know how to
Could
take out the
Could be.
sciatica or
Could be. If you want to be smart, it could be cheaper. You buy a whole cow
Mm.
and you freeze it. It could last for a long time.
First you let it graze in your backyard.
Yeah. Well, you have to have a big enough yard. You have to have a good fence also.
Yeah, and neighbors that are
Yeah, it'd probably be prohibited over here. You can't even get a permit for that.
no,
Some
probably can't even
people-
get ducks.
You can't even get chickens. You know how many eggs you could get out of those? I mean,
One a
the
day,
price
no?
is more.
Yeah.
The price is a little bit. You got to know how to do it the right way. You mess around, you can get the diseases. I remember they're gonna wake you up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
What
Really
makes a
awesome.
bird kosher?
A bird?
Yeah,
Oh, the Messiah, no?
like an ostrich is not kosher, right?
No. The ostrich is actually the fastest bird on land running.
You ever see an ostrich egg? I saw it on YouTube.
I did not. but
Someone
I just
cooked it.
Have
The egg is
ostriches
huge.
with the giraffes in the Bronx.
Together?
Yeah.
You get along?
Yeah.
Ostriches do run like 30, 40 miles an
They're
hour.
big.
Yeah, I made that number up. I
Very
think.
big.
Okay. So now we're finishing Tezayin Amid Beis. Ochal Tevel U'Mais Rishai. If someone ate Tevel,
Yeah.
there's a company now, Tevel, in I told you in Eretz Yisrael, the drones that are cutting. It's spelled differently, but they're cutting. Instead of farmers, they have drones that go and pick. They look to see which fruit's ready, and it picks it off. And puts
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So it's ready for Meiser, but they've not been. Does that mean tithe means that it's?
No. Ochel tevel. Tevel is something that Truma Meiser wasn't taken from. That's what tevel means.
Does that mean that it was taken off the tree or not, or it doesn't make a difference?
Yeah, but it wasn't taken. The Truma Meiser wasn't taken yet.
Meaning it wasn't separated.
Yeah. I'm not sure with the birds, by the way. I have to look into it.
You know what Yosef Kushner
Yeah.
told me? he says, and I'm not so good with. I mean, I'm much better with Meiser. I'm good with Meiser, but the act of Meiser is really actually separating the money. Meaning, if somebody gets $100 paycheck, and then they go.
I mean, talk about real money. What are you gonna do with $100?
No, I'm just using it as an even number.
Just talk about $10,000.
$10,000.
Yeah.
So his Meiser's 9,000. So
his Meiser's 9,000.
His Meiser, I'm sorry, his he keeps 9,000 and he gives $1,000.
Yeah.
Now he has $10,000 in his bank account. So he takes his debit card, goes to shul, and if someone's collecting there, he swipes $1,000 on the machine.
Yeah.
That is not the ideal act of Meiser. Meiser is that he has two separate accounts. Once the 10,000 comes in, he separates $1,000 into this other account. Yeah. That's his Meiser account, but that actual act
like
of
a donor fund thing.
But lifnei hagiving.
Yeah, okay.
That's what he told me.
Yeah.
Shlomo Miller's son-in-law, Rabbi Isai. Multiple episodes.
End up giving the Meiser.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I have to fall back on that because I'm not good like that, but...
Right. Meaning, let's say a person only has one bank account, right?
It's free to get a checking and a savings.
No, what are you going to do with the savings? Savings is ridiculous.
No, but
so
it's,
they give
it's
you
separate.
0.001 more percent.
No, chas v'sholom, you should never do it like for that reason.
So what's the point?
But have two checking accounts.
So you have your Chase account, and then you have your wherever you invest your money through.
Yeah.
Right. Let's say Schwab, Vanguard, whatever it is, right?
You have a Schwab?
We were Vanguarders.
Vanguarders.
Yeah.
They're all the same, Rabbi say. Just pick one.
No, they have different.
Whatever. Don't people worry about which is the best one? I said you haven't had an account until now. Just pick one and go.
Depends. If you're in it for the long haul.
Yeah, but don't freeze and do months of research to find.
No. It doesn't take months.
Yeah. No, but just pick one and stop. Everyone wants to do the best.
Point is, so then practically, where are you going to put that stucco money? You have to leave it in your Chase account, but you mentally said that this is for stucco.
That's mentally.
Not mentally, meaning you designated it, you put it aside. But that could have to be a good usage of a savings account. So now you separate that, you put that in your savings, and you say that, now we could.
Yeah, sicher.
No, I don't do debit cards.
I got rid of my American Express card today.
I only
Canceled
do one card. I don't do debit, and they say, let's say you're gonna need money when the bank's closed. Just keep extra money around the whole extra.
Oh, you're saying cash under the mattress.
Yeah.
But do you use credit card?
You get points with the credit card.
Yeah, but it's a trap also.
Well, I never cash them in.
We end up.
What's the trap?
People
studies show more than you're supposed to.
No, studies show that people end up spending more because they don't look at it as real as money in their debit account. It sounds crazy because technically you have to pay it at the end of the month, but it's the same thing when people had cash and then they went to a credit card, and then they went to Apple Pay. They're bringing people further away from the matbea, from the dollars, the coins. So when you swipe your magic wand, it doesn't feel like there's actual money.
But if debit though, you swipe.
Potentially, yeah. It's removed from feeling the cash. Yeah. And when you feel the cash, it hurts more. So you're less likely to spend.
They say that. I love the credit card on the phone. It's so much easier than that.
This is Apple Pay. You ever see the guy who walks with an apple to pay?
Yeah.
We have a safer coming out. Not the first safer. We have a
shout out tonight.
Yes, we just said over the story that when Rav Pam was nifter, I think it was August 2001. It was back in the day. No one really had cell phones. No one knew. We had color war. They announced the winner. Then I think the learning director got up, shared the news that Rav Pam was nifter, and then I said Rabbi Witkin walked out of the rec hall, sat on the bench in front of the rec hall and was crying.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think the Rav was maybe like 18, 19 at the time.
Oh, really?
I am recording. We were recording. So 3 people will end up watching this. No? But
I went to Levant the next day.
Yeah? Was it a Friday? So maybe Color War was it a Friday? You don't know. But I remember.
Could be it was a Friday.
2001.
Wow. Impressive. Once upon a time I had emotions.
Then 3 weeks later was 9/11.
Before I became a Rav.
When did Rabbi Victor Miller nifter?
That was Pesach.
Of the same year?
No. Moshe did.
Later.
I think so, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember I went to I was home for Pesach.
Mm-hmm.
And my
But yes, the Rav was shedding tears by the table.
Really?
I was also like, I didn't have an understand. I was, but it left a Reishim on me.
You were a waiter?
01, I might have been in Tzvi Harsh's bunk. That's not that half.
Really? Maybe.
No, 99. No, so this is 01. I might have been a lifeguard that year. Yeah.
You gotta know yourself. You gotta know yourself. The chase is a very good thing that you probably never, maybe you heard of it.
Oh, what?
A budgeting thing.
Well, he shared the memories.
Yeah.
So,
I
with the
remember
wheel?
going to the ladder for the car. I remember.
But you remember they announced it after, you don't remember. It's astonishing to me that they found out and they said, let's not tell the camp for 8 hours. To live in a world in which you were able to protect children from the outside. It was really
Do it now?
what?
What do you mean can't they can do it now?
depends which one. Depends which
Yeah.
one.
Why can't no technology? The kids-
No, not even a staff member's cell phone. Also, a head counselor, a division head, someone in the office that drops off.
I didn't have a cell phone camp for sure.
No, but nowadays to have a flip phone is not.
I hear what you're saying.
All you need is the person in charge of logistics or camp maintenance.
Is there service in camp now?
Happens to be. I think Rabbi Pfeiffer has a blocker in camp that it's so bad right when you pull up to the camp that.
You're right.
But he has Wi-Fi all around the camp for him.
Something like this?
My oldest one, Nehemiah.
Not exactly.
No, we took off. We said, because Rabbi Pfeiffer said smart. It was last year.
One and done.
Rabbi Pfeiffer said smart. He said if you try it a second time and it's too early and it's not good, it's very hard to do it. So you push off and you have to see what he built. Unbelievable. A 2-floor base medrash, Rabbi Pfeiffer. You know when you come into camp, there's a big hill before the office? It's a massive building. Gorgeous.
Yeah?
Gorgeous. 2 floors. It's Abavi Slansky's division. They have a beautiful base medrash, and the outside deck looks over the big. Oh, you have to. I'll send you a video. It's wild. It doesn't stop, right? Baruch Hashem, you have to continue to test. He runs the oldest. The lifeguard waiter year is no more. They turned. Rabbi Pfeiffer realized he turned it into a camper. There's no curfew, but you're paying camper. And there are no waiters. He hired a non-Jewish staff. It's all buffet, I think. He has it all figured out. Shout out to Romimu.
He's good.
Yeah,
Maisa, you have to give it to him. He knows how to catch it.
that's right.
So you gotta know yourself.
Cash in, chase.
But
What's chase?
Yeah, but they have
Oh, the
a
calculator.
wheel,
Yeah.
and you can see where everything goes. You have to know yourself.
Yeah. You have to
Yeah.
catch. Chaim
Some people have
Kanievsky.
issues. Some people.
Yeah.
don't.
Chaim Kanievsky says in our generation. Says it's. I forgot the term he used, but it's almost like it's an avera to not budget, because you have to
Yeah.
calculate. You
Oh,
have to know.
didn't we go through that?
We might have in the Orchos
I gave
Yosef.
it to you in the Orchos Yosef.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave a little shir, the importance of budgeting. Importance of budgeting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice shir. It was very well prepared. It's like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the country club, I remember. Because that was a day with the Chabur and the Zoom. They zoomed it. Yeah, you remember where it was.
Mm.
Standing.
Oh, I think he signed up for my conference. Brody,
Which conference?
the AI conference I'm putting in.
You did?
I'm putting together at the end of July in Staten Island. Mirz Hashem.
You did?
I think it said Jonathan Brody.
Because I'm surprised he's so like, oh, I don't need that, whatever. But then meanwhile,
Jonathan, you need.
But then meanwhile, every other chavrusa that we have, he said, wait, let me just quickly ask the AI. He said, your AI is the worst AI in the world. You don't have the good one. You don't know how to do it. You don't know what you're doing. Stick to your little real estate stuff. To quit your day job.
So don't forget to rely on your brain.
Yeah, I forgot to tell him that he said you saw him. I'm not good.
Oh, it's okay.
All right.
So someone ate this tevel, I guess
Yeah.
before he
Yeah, so this is tevel.
he split.
Yeah.
Or Meiser Rishon, which goes to the Kayan, right?
Achel tevel shel meiser ani, it says, right? Oh wait, achel tevel u meiser rishon.
Meiser Rishon goes to the Kayan.
Meiser rishon said first the 2%
2%?
goes to the Kohen and then 10% goes
10%.
to the Levi. So that's meiser rishon.
And then after the Levi gets it, he has to give to the Kohen, right?
Yeah, that's Trumas Meiser, Meiser, Meiser. That's 2% of his 10%.
These are numbers. You have to know math. You
These
have
are
to know
Masechtas.
math.
These are full Masechtas and Seder's
When people go to yeshiva and they laugh at the English department for whatever crumb reason, you realize how valuable math is.
Math is in the Torah. Like your interview with David Feinstein.
Reb Reuven.
Rabbi Reuven Feinstein's son.
You like it?
Reuven. Yeah, it was good. Very good. But he's right. Math, you learn Gemara properly, you will know math. The problem is most people don't learn properly. That's why they need to teach math. You have to know math. Because everyone's eventually going to grow up, and unless all their parents and in-laws are doing all their finances for them from A to Z, you got to know numbers.
Sure.
That's all we're going to talk about.
Omarav, ochal tevel shel meiser ani. If one ate tevel of meiser ani,
Yeah.
so that's in the 3rd and the 7th year?
Okay, so Meiser Ani.
We said, what's the acronym?
No, 7th year is Shemitah, right?
Oh,
It's
3rd and
3
6th?
and 6. Aveda. Meiser Sheni is years.
Aveda.
Aveda.
Aleph,
1, 2,
Vez, Dalet,
4,
Hey.
5.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Yeah.
That, and then
Another
Gu is the ani.
Yeah,
Got
yeah.
Gimel Vav, Goy.
Yeah.
So then, like he gets Malkos. So there's no way to return that. You ate it, right?
So this is interesting because the fellow over here, he separated the Truma and the Meiser, but he didn't separate Meiser Ani. He separated Meiser Rishon.
Wait, on the 3rd and 6th year, you also have to do everything else?
Every year you have to do everything, right?
Okay.
Except for Shemitah. However, the question is, after Truma and Meiser, is it going to be Meiser Ani or Meiser Sheni?
Meiser Sheni goes to the lady?
Meiser Sheni is really for yourself, and you bring it up. And
Oh,
you
to
eat the
Yerushalayim.
Fine.
But if you're not doing Meiser Sheni, then the 3rd and 6th year, you don't do Meiser Sheni, you do Meiser
So
Ani.
it's very funny for, at least for me, it's funny that Tevel is referring to Truma Meiser was taken, but Meiser Ani wasn't taken.
Oh, Tevel Shel Meiser Ani means different than Tevel.
It's the Tevel, the Truma, and the Meiser was
Yeah.
taken, but the Meiser Ani was not. Okay.
I guess also in the 3rd year, if you eat tevel before doing anything, you're also aver because you didn't do it. No, I'm sorry. The 3rd and the 6th year, you're supposed to do tevel. You're supposed to give meiser ani.
Yeah.
So if you eat tevel before doing anything, before kayin,
Before Truma and Meiser Rishon.
you should also get milk.
For sure you do. The Chiddush of this Gemara is that you get just for the Meiser Ani, even though you gave the Truma and Meiser. Right?
Okay, a few more minutes. Kiman, in accordance with whom did Rav rule that tevel of meiser ani gets you malchus midiraisa? Is there such thing as malchus derabanan?
Yeah, Makkos Mardus.
What? What is that?
Gotta keep moving.
That.
That's why the end of the Masechta is going to discuss the details of the Makkos. How do we lash? With what material do we lash? You got some good stuff. Plus, you got some good agaric.
Ooh, I saw. It's like if you do one way to do tshuva, or your sins are mechaper. If you answer the kaddish after to learn.
It's a big switch.
What's pshat, you think? Like what?
No.
I would
I
say.
think you're confusing with Chazal. It says that the world stands on the Agada Tafikash at the end of the Gemara in Sota. Then the Gemara in Sota. Your sins will be forgiven for, but
Boy, say we're mamish about 7 blocks away from the end of Makkos. Please put in the comment section which Masechta we should do next. Which Masechta? Have you finished Shas?
yes, but not properly.
Which Masechta do you think we should go to next after this?
Whatever you want. It's your choice.
Maybe Tamid. My son's learning.
Tamid is short.
Yeah, 8 blocks.
Tamid people don't realize if it's only a blot, then how does the sign in your office says Ezehu Chacham Haroyas Enola Tamid Daflamed Beis?
Ooh, that's your Shalmi.
No, it's Bavli.
What? So how is it Lamed Beis?
Right.
That's a good question. I would think that's a glitch. Do I have to redo the sign?
They combine a lot of these Masechtas. is so short together, and then they just line it up like that.
Phew. Thought we had a misprint, Rabbi
No.
Ki hai Tana is in accordance with this following Tanya. Tanya Amar Rabbi Yosi Yachal lo yehi chayev ela al hatevel shlei huram mimenu kol ikar.
Yeah.
You might think that one is not chayev for eating tevel except for tevel from which this is it.
You would have only thought it would have been tevel if Truma and Meiser wasn't taken.
Right.
Okay?
But over here, and Meiser Ani wasn't taken, it's not considered tevel.
Right.
Huram mimenu Truma Gedolah v'lei huram mimenu Meiser Rishon. But if Truma Gedolah had been separated, but Meiser Rishon had not been, or Meiser Rishon v'lei Meiser Sheni, v'afilu Meiser Ani. Minayin, how do you know?
Filu. Meaning, why is there?
Because it's not every
Meiser.
year. Because it's not every year.
Why don't you say even
Oh, it
Meiser
says
Sheni?
which has no kedusha whatsoever.
Okay, so that's already coming onto something. So it's
What do you think?
more inferior than Meiser Sheni halachically.
Yeah. It's
What do you think about that?
yeah.
I would have thought it's more.
Inferior is above a comma word about the fields.
Yeah.
What's that word with the Zion?
Ziboris.
Yeah.
Beinoinus.
Not to be confused with sroiris, Rabbi say pebbles. The pebbles.
Yeah, the pebbles. But
watch your animals.
because Meiser Ani is incredibly crucial. We're talking about a guy who could starve to death.
But it's not. If someone touches his tummy, it's not.
Well, you gotta learn Seder Zerah and Biyim. You shall need the Shainim Achayim. Right?
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Talmud
You
Loimer.
have to learn the Bekiyas first. Okay.
Lo yisucha le'echo b'sharecha.
Yeah.
It says b'sharecha.
Your gates?
The pasuk that talks about the Isra Chila within your gates.
In the middle of a sentence, and the Gemara continues. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
V'lahalon hu omer be'achlu b'sharecha v'savehu.
Yeah.
And further, it says in regards to Meiser Ani that it should be given to the poor so that they may eat it within your gates and be satisfied. It uses this expression of visharecha with and both to establish Gzei Shava. Ma lahalon Meiser Ani, Avkan Meiser Ani. Just as over there by the second, when it's talking about Meiser Ani. So to here, it's talking about Meiser Ani. V'amrachmana lo yisuchal. And the Torah says in the first pasuk, you may not eat it. So it shows that there's an issa deraisa against eating tevel, from which Meiser Ani alone had not been separated. We see that Rav's ruling that one gets Makkos if you eat Meiser Ani, tevel of Meiser Ani.
Only Rabbi Yosef.
Follows the view of Rabbi Yosi stated in the Brisa. Rabbi Yosi.
Yeah, Rashi says that, by the way.
Kitanoi.
Rashi in Tevel, even though Meiser Ani imbo kedusha, doesn't have kedusha still Tevel.
There you go.
Yeah.
Who's Rashi here?
Yeah, Rashi dibur maskul Tevel shal Meiser shehofer shul kol Meiseroisav chutz mizeh loike. He separated the whole Meiser except for this. He get lashes. Gafal the Meiser Ani imbo
kedusha.
Oh, that's what it means. Because you don't need to be a Kohen to eat it.
Any poor person can eat
Kohen
it.
Malkum, you can eat it anywhere.
Afilu hachi tavel. It still has the din of tevel. So Rabbi Yosef says this of Rabbi Yosi and Rav.
It's subject to Makkos.
Subject to Machloikis. But Rabbi Yosef and Rav didn't argue on each other. It's just saying that Rav held like Rabbi Yosi. But this that they held is Machlekes Tanaim. Right. I guess we'll see the other side.
Correct.
Because it says in the following Mishnah, I think it's in Demai, Perek Daled, Mishnah Gimel, if memory serves me.
Demai is important or second?
Demai.
Demai, of course, is, we know that Truma was separated, but we're not sure if Meiser was separated. Demai, what is it? Because the Amarats, and they're going to keep what it says in the Torah, it says to do Truma, but when it comes to Meiser, we're unsure.
Why Meiser is not in the Torah?
They're not like Truma, yeah.
Rabbi Eliezer Omer Ein Tzarich Likros Es Hashem Al Meiser Oni Shel Demai. You don't need to designate even by name Meiser Ani or Demai. The Chachamim Oimrim. We'll see what that means. The Chachamim Oimrim Koyres Hashem. You have to designate it, but he does not need to separate it. I guess we'll stop here. We're on the bottom of Yud Zayin. We just started the top of Yud Zayin Amud Aleph. We'll pick it up tomorrow.
From the Rav Yosef.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to the beginning. I'm gonna edit the titles. Closing remarks today is the Maisa Art Scroll and the Schottenstein family should be benched for helping Klal Yisrael learn Torah across all four corners of the world. But don't forget Amelis, Rabbi Isai. Rabbi Olston says Amelis is what does he say about Amelis?
We don't. The Sifta.
The Sifta. It's okay, it's all good.
But you have the footnotes.
Amelis.